My name is Horea. I'm in the fourth year of medical school in Cluj, Romania, from Iulian University of Medicine and Pharmacy. And today I'm going to be the co-host of this discussion along with the Mert. And I will give him the word now in order to present himself. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mert. I'm from Polat University, a master's student in the Institute of Biomedical Engineering, and we're gonna be managing this breakout session.
Yes, the whole purpose of this breakout is for us students and the other people involved to get to know each other and to discuss the main missions that one of the main missions that Neurotech is trying to achieve. So we have prepared a few questions, two questions each of us, and we are going to ask the questions one at a time. And then we are kindly inviting you to join the discussion and give your take on and opinion on what you're asking. So I will begin with the first questions, and the question is the following: considering the fact that with the implementation of the NeurotechEU, each student from each university will have the access to different materials for example, courses from and lectures from other universities. My question is, what do you think will be the impact of NeurotechEU on you as an individual and on the whole university and the whole university too?
So my question is, how do you think NeurotechEU can benefit from the diversity among its participants? But when you answer this question, think about the current situation. How is it going to affect the quality of the research being made, especially things are remote these days?
Hello?
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, we can see you.
Awesome. Okay, so what I specifically feel is that if we have different universities collaborating together and working at Neurotech EU, especially biology being like such an interdisciplinary field. And we know that neuroscience is not just like one particular field. Like I'm a neuroscience researcher side of it, then there's so many allied fields to it. So if we work together, then we will have an advantage in knowing what other universities are doing. And also we can have easier access in collaborations, working with other researchers. Like I did my master's from UK, University of Manchester in neuroscience. So that gave me a big advantage to know about the neuroscience happenings in Europe and UK at that moment. So if we have something like Neurotech EU, like happening around the world, like across Europe, collaborating together, then that would put us on an advantage, on a pedestal over other universities working independently, since we will also have a better understanding of the core subject that's going on in other universities.
Thank you for sharing your opinion.
Yes, thank you.
I think
Thank you for
it should
having me.
encourage other people also to share their opinions.
Yeah, definitely.
Our third question is,
Yeah, what kind of challenges will be solved by the implementation of NeurotechEU? Like it would be very nice to see what kind of difficulties we have as students in based on our background. For example, in Romania, like there is not so much a culture of research among students. We are very much focused on theory, and with the implementation of Neurotech, we'll have more access to see how others are doing it and to start implementing the idea of research and the projects that others are having here. So for us, from the beginning, will be a good start with developing the research part. It would be very nice if students from each university could take the word and share their view, because in this way we can see clearly what's the perspective on the other universities and how we can link together our efforts.
So I see a bunch of responses. I am sending you invites to share your opinions on the stage.
With you, with me, or with Mert? When you're for how can I work with you? Oh, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
To me, as you stated before, like developing the research part to be more research oriented, to really delve down into those methods. Do we plan on creating any type of platform like that? Let's say I stated my question, looking maybe ResearchGate-esque, which was really helpful to me. Could NeurotechEU provide something like that as well?
I suppose so. Plans haven't been established exactly yet, but I suppose that that could be a point to be taken into consideration. Because through a platform which can all access would be a good start to see how others are sharing their methods and protocols.
Yeah, I guess so too. I think that would be quite helpful, at least for the starting point as well. Because to me, when you delve into the research gate, you get really clear-cut protocols that have been fine-tuned and tweaked. However, since this is more of a student thing that we're setting up here right now, it might be nice to have a bit more of explanation with the protocols and with the methods, so each and everyone can actually really develop an understanding of what kind of theory goes behind the methods that are posted there.
Can you say to us where you're from and from which university?
I'm from the Netherlands, actually from the UvA, but I'm doing a master's internship at the Radboud University now, and that's how I ended up here.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mick, actually, the idea of the European universities, they are trying to set up this sort of digital campus to be a medium of communication and research. That might cover what you might what you're asking about. I'm not really sure if it's going to be exactly like that. I think that's a great idea and should be implemented. But I think that makes it very possible to uh, to be in a digital campus.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like having a digital campus, it's just, the most important thing is that things can just be discussed, right? And especially if you post a protocol there, that questions can be answered on it.
And Ritvika, you join us.
Yeah, hi again.
Uh,
So yeah, I agree with him. I think that the way we can implement like neurotech EU implementing is basically understanding the kind of work that's going around. So maybe like for a particular technique or a method that other universities are using, one kind of technique can be used by one university, but then we can also see the different protocols that are happening across different universities and build on something together. So, for example, if I'm working on something at University of Manchester, I was working on Drosophila melanogaster, which is fruit fly, and I was working at Cambridge University also for a while, where they were also trying to understand the brain connectomics of Drosophila melanogaster. So, if we have a collaborative approach like this going on together, then it will help researchers of a particular community come together and work on something together and drive scientific, neuroscientific research faster for the community. Yeah.
so we have a question. It says, so all Neurotech EU students will be master students. So Neurotech EU, I believe, expects to offer a master's degree, but it's not only that. It's gonna become a research medium, and also maybe just a number of courses that you can take from other universities.
But I take it that those courses will be online focused.
That's what I believe.
Like considering the distance between us, I think the online version is the only one for the moment, at least.
Yeah, for the moment for sure, but after that,
well, the distance implies also different costs. Maybe not all the students can afford those costs, and maybe even on the long term will be the online version available.
exactly. And I think most of us actually gotten acquainted with the online version of education right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will be hard for us to go back to the to what was before the pandemic.
Yeah. So what about like funded PhD or research assistantship opportunities in neurosciences?
Well, I don't really know about the academic management side of things, but I I just hope to have a lot more availabilities in terms of research.
Because are there any open platforms already? As in, since we're trying to create a digital heaven, really do it nice. Any options of platforms yet?
Can you repeat the question? I'm trying to understand.
Well, like there are plenty of platforms that you can create, like a small blog. You could have something like Slack or Discord, for instance, to have a real community set up. Is anything popped up into your heads yet in order to pick a platform?
Well, I'm not really sure, but I believe that what they're trying to design is something a little bit bigger than like Slack or Canvas. I think they're trying to create their own platform.
Sounds cool. Looking forward to that.
So there's a question about blended opportunities. My answer to this question is not gonna be certain because I am just a student board member. But what I believe that NeurotechEU is not going to be digital only. I think there's gonna be some travel involved if you want to. But I think you can ask this question to the neurotech related faculty in your university. I think they're gonna have a clearer response.
And as you guys in the student board, then what are you thinking of when you really want to become a digital haven? What points of things would you like to know from us? Like, what are you struggling with right now to create something like that?
To create a digital heaven or to create our research?
You can give answers to both of them if you like.
Well, I think it both comes down to Ritvika's answer. So sometimes you want to collaborate with others when you don't have certain know-how or like even equipment related to your research, and when there is something who is already willing to collaborate with you, that's like really helpful. I think knowing that it's gonna cause a lot of relaxation among researchers.
So basically, sharing of faculties and knowledge. And do you think that with NeurotechEU, you'll get like a more specific background of users then? As in people who are in the like really more specific field than just, let's say, ResearchGate?
Well, I think it's what NeurotechEU is. It's more a like planning your research ahead kind of thing. Like it's gonna be it's a alliance between universities. It's not just sharing articles with each other, or like it's not a social media platform.
We've got plenty of social media platforms already, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Also, like, do you think like other universities can join in, like across Europe itself, like if they want to like collaborate and work on NeurotechEU together,
Like
do they have the opportunity to join in and like work on something together?
all the other universities that are not yet involved in this
Yeah,
project?
yeah, not involved.
Well, I don't know like the contractual details
Mm-hmm.
and what legal implication has this collaboration between universities actually. right now at the moment. But maybe if the NeurotechEU will have a positive impact on students and the academic community, maybe there will be a chance at some point in the future, like for other universities to join us. Maybe there will be another neurotech, but focused on maybe other domains of science. Domain of science.
Right.
So Evrim is here.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Evrim. Actually, you were
Hello.
at the first NeurotechEU meeting.
Yeah. I watched the presentation that was on the first session, actually, in the Neurotech kickoff meeting. And I'm happy to be here and to be a part of this organization, actually. And I have just a small question. Is there going to be a platform for the dissemination of the local projects hosted by individual universities? I see there is a lack of communication between departments and even between the laboratories in the same institute. And this will be very helpful to share our opinions on each other's work, and we will just improve our research based on others' opinion. And as you talked about the research gate, if I'm not mistaken, by Nick, I guess. There should be a platform that we can present our research and share our ideas and combine our efforts on the research, basically. So, is there any platform for that?
Well, I honestly don't know, but I definitely took a note of it, and I think this should be presented in the roundtable.
It will be really helpful, I guess, for everybody in this organization.
But what are the other challenges that you're facing at the moment in your country and your university specifically?
I couldn't quite catch what you said. What are the other what?
What are the challenges that you're facing right now?
Yeah, we are basically. I'm just not happy with the current situation that everybody needs to work from their homes, and the online education is rising to be a better solution for the current educational system, and there should be more online workshops, for example, and there should be more communication. Basically, we have to talk each other and share our opinions. And for example, the Neurotech will provide us the ability to share our utilities in our laboratories in the future, I assume, and in this way we will be combining our research approaches, and make it better out of it. Yeah, that's all I can say currently.
Yeah, I think online education has come a long way from the start. But just the interactivity is something that's quite difficult to achieve, because it's a lot harder to just make a call, have the people there, make it a little bit awkward. Instead of just grabbing a cup of coffee with one of your colleagues around the corner, that really does work. So really improving interactivity and the real sense of community, I think if that could be achieved by Neurotech, that would be absolutely great.
Thank you very much for sharing your opinions with us and for taking the word. It was very helpful. I've written down what you said.
Thank you so
And
much.
it was nice to meet you.
Well, thanks everybody for sharing their opinions. See you in the main meeting.
Have a wonderful day. Bye.